Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Only one team will keep the winning waves going to start the season as we're off in week 2. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing now, Richardson. The screen pass falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Richardson on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running right. This is Taylor. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 23. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Putting a receiver in motion. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
19 Lions. Go.
Nix with it on 1st. He's got it! Touchdown, Denver! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Richardson. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd and long for him here. Throw complete to Warren. And he'll get it up to the 44. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. They'll throw again. Richardson. This finds Mitchell complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot. Second down carry for Taylor. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action with Richardson. He puts some power on a deep one left. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Called in by Downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Taylor now up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He finds space into the red zone. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Taylor again. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Colts start to fight back with their first points of this game. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's Nix out of the pistol. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Nix from the gun. And oh, she missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He's got this at the 27. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Colts will take over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Richardson now on 1st and 10. And he can't make the hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. He got it along the
sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field. It's incomplete. We've got third down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's throwing deep to the... He's got it inside the 25. All the way. Touchdown, Indy! The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Headed out right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
19 Tiger. 60 Maverick. Go.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. The throw finds Evan Ingram. Big man showing up the yards. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Flushed out of the... Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
He lets one fly deep downfield. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Play action with Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is hauled in by Ingram. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Hall running between the tackles. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos with a chance to boost their lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Man in motion here. Nix. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing now off play action. He beams one deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Richardson on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going for this. Taken in by Pierce. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Finds his man Downs. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. They are throwing it again. Oh no, they get him yet again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves. 70.
It's Hall on the carry. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. Here comes the final play of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Hand the street. Hand the street. Go.
They give on second to Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. They put a receiver in motion right. Now Nick's on 3rd down. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
Here we go on 4th. Nix escapes the pocket. He connects downfield on 4th. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Ready? Trap 60. Trap 60.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Caught near the goal line. It's a Denver touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Broncos get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker. Nick's off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. That looked like they were trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle third, and you can't get to that space outside. You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And they pick him off again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Nix with it on 1st. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it. From the red zone now. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Catch made by Mitchell. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Warren's got it, complete. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf, and that meeting didn't go so well.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Play action with Richardson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Richardson. That one's caught along the left sideline. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts putting up points in a game decided. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Bronk, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. Did the Colts get to it in time? Yes, it's Colts football. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. This is Hall. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Alert! Alert!
It's Nix out of the pistol. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
Let's go.
They've got a man in motion. Toss play. This is Hall. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Nix now to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Track at 60. Check go.
Working inside the red zone. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
18, run. Ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Denver! Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They're going play action. He puts everything behind this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. This finds Mitchell complete. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Smash. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Half for 11.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Oh no, they get him yet again! And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Ready, go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. First throw for the backup now. Pittman's got it. By a man, and now he's in the clear. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return. To the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Nix from the gun. Flushed out. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Come on, set.
So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Another try following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Play action with Nix. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 39-yard line.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Complete out to the right side.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Kayvon Merriweather making the play. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're stuck.
They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them. And that should put the finish. And they take the attempted onside kick all the way back. Touchdown. extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Jones. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Here he goes on the bootleg. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. That one right down the middle. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his right. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.